Hi, I'm Mel and I have over 20 years experience as a chronically ill and disabled sculptor and artist based in Australia. I exhibit in galleries as much as I can, and I also run an Etsy shop where I'm well known as the Eye Lady for customizing acrylic hand-painted cabochons for other sculptors and artists. I also teach classes on my YouTube channel and have just started teaching on Skillshare. Being bedridden and housebound, I never thought in a million years that I would be offered a residency from Yarra Sculpture Gallery. I'll be participating remotely, however, I'll be trying to get involved as much as I can through video conferencing and communicating through email and on social media. And I'll be able to do this all from home. I'll also be displaying my work in the exhibition. My art is the only thing that gets me out of bed, and it helps me to set goals for my future. So this residency is really amazing to keep me focused and on track. My background is in ceramic design and I enjoy creating all different types of art. I've always had a natural affinity for sculpture and had to work much harder at drawing and painting. My diagnosis of fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue meant that I had to take a really long break from sculpting for about 10 years. I was used to working with really large scale sculptures and wrestling really large bags of clay and throwing them down on the concrete and kneading them, like huge. And it just became way too much for me to handle. I didn't really think that I could do sculpture again, whether it was even possible. So that's when I kind of had a little exploration into painting, and I started out with acrylic paint, then moved on to oil paint. I discovered polymer clay, and then I decided to try making just a few tiny little things just to see how I'd go. And I knew I had to buy a pasta machine, otherwise there was no way this was going to work. I came to love and admire polymer clay. It's such a versatile clay compared to other clays that I'd worked with before. And I have used all different types of clay, including porcelain, stoneware and earthenware. Back in the day, clay technology has just developed so much and there are so many more possibilities now, which is great. And these different types of clay are helping me to overcome all of the obstacles that I have. Polymer clay is great for me because I don't have to have a kiln, I don't have to worry about it cracking on me, it doesn't shrink. It's really soft and flexible to work with. Occasionally I experiment and do a little bit of cold porcelain, epoxy sculpt, or even air dry clay. I've developed a lot of toxin-free methods of making art and the health and safety practices required for using different mediums. Because I have multiple chemical sensitivities and I'm basically allergic to everything. I have a lot of influences, including ancient Chinese cooking vessels, which you can see at the National Gallery of Victoria, amazing collection, as well as Picasso, Morandi, Ralph Steadman and Sean Tan. I'm really drawn to ancient artifact looking kind of pieces of work that look weathered and worn and have a history. And I also find myself wanting to draw awareness to invisible chronic illnesses and disabilities through my artwork. I'm very privileged to have the assistance of some amazing people to support me through this residency, and they're all treasures to work with. I hope that I can continue to grow as a sculptor, and I have a clear vision for the direction of my work. This opportunity with Yarra Sculpture Gallery is just an amazingly fantastic way that I can access the art world again, and that in a way that I didn't think that I could. I want to say a huge thank you to Andrea and Yarra Sculpture Gallery. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I'll be taking part in that exhibition, so please enjoy and check out my work.